This is my 10-month update on owning the 92 Suzuki LT250R. I was hoping to do videos this time of this year with it on the trails, and I was hoping to be posting a bunch of cool pictures of, project complete, etc. But that's not how it played out this time around. The previous owner of this machine was not very knowledgeable about what they were doing, and it's up to me now to either bail on the whole thing or pick up the pieces. And so I've decided to sink hundreds more dollars into this thing than I was expecting to, and I just wanted to highlight a few of the things I was doing here. I took the top end off, there's the jug there, and here's the original piston as it came out, and you will see that it is missing two spacers. There's supposed to be a tiny spacer on each side of the bearing there, and they are non-existent. And what's even, like, that could have been bad enough, like I would have just replaced them and that would have been hopefully no big deal. But what really screwed me over was the lack of a piston circlip. Someone previously installed a new piston or new rings or whatever the situation was, and they didn't put parts back into this that should have been put in there. One of the piston circlips was completely missing, so then that was free. This little slide part was free to move wherever it wanted, and the end result is these two huge gashes in my cylinder sleeve. Right now I could be driving this thing on trails and having the time of my life, but no, I am not even close now because of some person that owned this thing before that didn't know what they were doing. So I'm a little bitter. I thought I was ready to go, and I'm not ready to go with this machine. I've chosen to do a few upgrades in addition to getting this sleeve bored over 1.5 steps from the stock bore to eliminate these horrible indentations. Piston that I went with. Let's see if I can get a shot of this in case anyone's interested in the phone's not doing a great job tonight. So it's 571M0, and then the 6850 refers to the bore size, or it would be the bore size would be 68.5 millimeters, and this only applies to LT250Rs from 88 to 92. There's the rings I got. Number 2697CD. I also decided to ditch this stock bearing setup completely here. I am going to instead use these parts I got off the internet. This bearing is smaller. Basically, the situation is that the forums are saying that the stock spacers could crack and break over time and obviously destroy the engine. And since they were not on there at all, I don't know if they cracked and broke, because I certainly didn't find them in the case when I took the case apart. So, anyways, my solution to this, with the help of some of the wisdom of the internet, this is a RM250 bearing, and then I got two of these billet spacers. They're supposed to be way better than the original spacers, and you can tell that they are definitely thicker because of the size difference in these bearings. It might not show like much, but it's I would say a 2 to 3 millimeter narrower setup to allow for more material on those washers. So I tried to do what I can. I did consider a big bore kit, but that did require some modification of the bottom end case and all sorts of stuff. I did not want to take the bottom end apart yet. I haven't, like I said, I've only driven this thing like 2 hours. My God, I want to have a little bit of fun before it's parts everywhere. Well, it's already gotten to that point, but I don't want to take the bottom end apart yet. So that's all I gotta say. Hopefully, oh, I also wanted to say I'm going to use, if you're in the Denver area by chance and you're watching this, I'm going to use Doug's balancing at First and Lowell. I talked to Doug, he's an older guy, and he definitely has been at it for a while, so I am expecting good results, but I can update you on the next video about how it goes, having that guy bore and hone the cylinder sleeve. Alright, see you next time.